Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're in a 1970 MGB. Nothing fancy, that's literally the name of the car. MGB, that's it. No numbers, no letters, it's just nice and simple. And this car is probably the tiniest car I've ever reviewed. This thing makes a Fiat Abarth feel big. It's insane. This thing has so much character and so much personality that it might not be the fastest thing in the world. It's only a 4-cylinder that's 1800 cc's. That's all it is. But the MG is one of those brands that it was kind of hit or miss. You either got a bad apple or one that ran forever. And that's kind of common with British engineering and British sports cars. The interior of this car is actually really nice. The steering wheel is beautiful. The dash is still in one piece somehow. I don't know how, but it's awesome. And the color of this is gorgeous. This green is like signature to MG to me. Whenever I see an MG, they're almost always this color. I rarely see them in different colors. This one belongs to my buddy Alex. He was kind enough to let me drive this in Southern California, and it's very appropriate. This is the first convertible I've done in California, and now I see why so many people have them here. It's really nice to have the open air and the kind of nice sound this makes. You also don't have power steering, but you really don't need it with how light the car is. And it gives it a very analog, fun feel. It's one of those cars too that even though, like I said earlier, it's not that fast, once you get the momentum going, it's pretty fun. The gearbox feels really solid. It can be kind of tricky to go into reverse sometimes, but it's a 4-speed transmission. That's all you get. But the gearing is very long. So this entire time I've been in 3rd gear, and I've never really had to change. But I typically haven't been able to do a lot of more classic cars on my channel. And when I got the email for this, I was like, oh, thank goodness. And I was super excited for it. A friend of mine named Matt Farrow, you might know him, told me that I was gonna have a really good time in the MG, and then after a while, you might get tired of it. The top speed of this car is only like 55, 60 miles an hour, basically. So on the highway, it can get kind of sketchy. But in the canyons, this is definitely where it shines. But this car actually sat in Colorado for years before it was pretty much brought back into life and use. And this has been in his family for a very long time, and I love that. I love that it stayed in the family and it's still trucking. This MG has had virtually no problems, and that's a shocker to me. And go, go, go. Roll into it. Oh, the echo off the canyon walls is so good. This thing is floaty though when you get up to speed. It only has these tiny little wheels and tires, so it makes sense. It's awesome though. This is one of those cars that feels really fast though when you get up to speed. Brakes though are actually discs, which is really uncommon for a car of this age. But yeah, up front it's the disc brakes, and they actually stop pretty well. You just have to be kind of mean to it. There we go. There, brake. So the disc brakes though, they're not ventilated. So if you push them even that hard, you start smelling them already. So on a canyon road, you got to be kind of cautious with that. Overall though, guys, the car is stock. The shocks are kind of replaced and a few other things, but that's it. And the MG, it's so funny. When I was younger, my dad, we were in this little area of Richmond, Virginia called Carytown, and there was a green MG just like this in front of us. And I go, Dad, what kind of car is that? And he goes, oh, it's an MG. I was like, why'd you say it like that? And he goes, oh, because my friends that had them, all they did was fix them. I feel like this era of cars, like the Austin Healey, the Triumphs, they all have something almost all cars don't. And it's just a certain character that is kind of gone in a lot of cars today, especially with how small they are. But I'll tell you what though, when you see this thing next to a semi-truck on the highway, you become like a concerned parent when you see in your rear mirror. It looks like it could be run over by anything. Another thing that kind of adds danger to it is that it's only a lap belt. So you're like really free, it's really weird. But you just have to come to mind that you're on the highway and somebody hits you, you're in trouble. It has these really nice like crackles and pops though when you let off the gas. The dual carburetors is what pretty much attributes to this really unique sound. Oh man. Classic cars are something that if you ever get the opportunity to drive them, you absolutely should, because they're such a different experience from anything modern today. No electric steering, no any of that. It's just you in the car. And I've had so much fun in this. And I haven't even gotten into 4th. Now I'm in 4th. Nothing but smiles though. Some people actually motor swap these things, and that, to me, that makes it seem like it's a freaking death trap doing that. But I can totally see why people do it with how light they are. Things feel so freaking light. But as an overall package, the MG is a really nice car. It's a shame that not many of them are left on the road. And I've had a really good time driving it. It's always funny to me too, guys, whenever you see in a classic car the speedo like doesn't know what to do. It works, but when it's at 40, it's like I don't know where I go. Along with the disc brakes, the rack and pinion also help the steering. So when it does dive in, it goes exactly where you want it to go. It just occasionally get a little bit of body roll. That's it. All right, guys, I want to thank every single one of you for watching this quick little review video. I hope you enjoyed this MGB. It's been a really fantastic time. Have you guys ever seen an MG? And if you have, let me know in the comment section below of what you think of them. And with that, guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye.